Hello, I'm Avi. Today, in this episode, we'll be talking about what it's like to drive a high horsepower Toyota Supra. For those who don't know much about the 2JZ engines, Toyota created two specifications for those. So you had the 2JZ GE, which is the NA version, and you have the 2JZ GTE, which is the turbo version. On top of that, they had two different set power levels for each domestic market that they were sold in. The JDM version were all capped at 206 kilowatts at the crank. The USDM market had a better turbo system. They had upgraded impeller wheels and exhaust turbine wheels, mainly the exhaust turbine wheels. They were able to push them a little bit harder to 239 kilowatts. So you had a bit more power. If you were to dyno and try and get the wheel horsepower or kilowatts for the JDM versions, you'd be lucky to get 200 to 240 kilowatts on standard boost, standard everything. Like I said, the USDM, you were able to push them a little bit more. Even though they were standard, they'd be probably 250, 260 kilowatts at the rear wheels, because the inherent design of the impeller wheels means that you can push it a little bit harder. That's what my car started out with, 206 kilowatts. That's not the case anymore. This day and age, this thing is pretty much double, close to 2.5 times more than what the power it came out with. Sorry, that's 3 times what the power it came out with. The way it achieves the power that it does is thanks to quite a largish turbocharger. It is a BorgWarner SXE 369, which is a 69mm turbocharger. With having a larger turbocharger, there is an inherent problem of lag. So this thing doesn't get full boost until 5,500 RPMs. It starts spooling at 4,500 RPMs, but you don't see the full whack of full boost until 5,500 RPM. Once it does hit full boost, well, I guess I'll let the video show you what it does. This car isn't very ideal for daily driving because first, the diff that's in it doesn't fuck around. It either puts the power down or it doesn't. It's got a OS Geico 1.5 way LSD. Also, for the diff is the part that's at the back of the car, which gets the power from the engine going through the tail shaft to the diff, turning the wheels. It's a clutch pack type of LSD, which means it locks. So it locks under any given circumstances, which makes the diff lock. That's some serious business. This car doesn't have any heart. It doesn't have any forgiveness. It has no kindness. It just wants to, it's just always angry. It doesn't care about how you feel. It's always angry. The clutch, on the other hand, is a twin plate DCS clutch. That clutch is very, very highly sprung. So it's got a lot of, you got to hold a lot of RPMs for it to not stall. It's a switch. It's either on or it's off. See, like that. So you have to really be careful about trying not to stall the car, sorry. It is such a difficult car to drive compared to all my other cars. Well, apart from the Camry, which is an auto, and the EP, the Civic, which is obviously still standard manual car. But this is probably the worst out of all of them. When you get to this power level, nothing is nice. Everything is just angry. Everything is just upset that it wants to be, that it has to be used.
time it's happy is when it's almost trying to kill you. When it's on the edge of grip. Because after that, it's like, I've almost tried to kill you. The turbo that I have on this is a 69mm ball corner. It's a journal bearing turbo. So obviously with journal bearing turbos, there's a lot of lag. A ball bearing turbo obviously has ball bearings within the shaft for it to rotate freely and easily. This doesn't have that, so it takes a lot of inertia for it to actually spin, and when it does spin, it comes on really fucking hard. This car always is trying to kill you. If you're not careful with the way that you drive the car, it will hurt you. You have to realize this isn't a standard car anymore. This car is almost 3 times the power than what I had when it was factory. That's a lot, because these cars weren't designed to have that much power. So when you do have that much power, it's terrifying. This car genuinely scares the living shit out of me because of how scary it is. The way it comes onto boost, the way it just does everything is terrifying. It's always ready to kill you. Like, it's always on its ball to either catch you when you make a mistake or be good and be by your side and be like, well done, here's a pat on the back. The turbo also starts spooling at 4,500 RPM and gets full boost by 5,500. I'll show you guys what that is. Fuck me, that scared the shit out of me. GG, bro. Fuck. That was 28 pounds. You have to fucking hold on for dear life when you do any of that fucking dumb shit, because like I said, it'll try and catch you off guard, and when it does, you don't want to be there. So all in all, it's a love-hate relationship. You love it, it hates you. You hate it, and it loves you. Because it's just the way it is with cars. It's always going to be a battle for what you love about it, what you hate about it. But when you hate it, it does something that makes you fall in love with it again. It's always the deal with these kinds of cars and these kinds of things. God, barriers sound terrible. Jesus Christ. Especially with a fucking external waste.